Okay, guys, welcome to Locaine Live. I just want to say hi to everybody. I'm going to try to make this non-depressing, but I had a meltdown yesterday. Got in a fight with my kid. It was just a whole mess, so I'm not going to go into it, but I'm hanging in there. I'm trying to do what I got to do. Started back working out and try to stay busy. Just want to thank my mom for being there for me. I just want to say to my wife, I love you. What else do you want me to say? I love you. So do what you do. You know what I mean? But on a serious note, one of the things I wanted to bring up today, another one of my mistakes. Again, my hair's a mess. I know. My mom told me to cut my beard, so I cut my beard. So if everybody kind of noticed, like, where's his hair? Yeah, I cut it off. So boo-hoo, it'll grow back. I love my mother. So, but anyways, what I wanted to bring up today, I'm going to try to format this as best I can, to not get and go back and forth. I'm really bad about that. So what I want to talk about today is that one of the mistakes that I made is that when you get into a relationship, you have to make sure that there's always going to be somebody that have kids, and if you both have kids from both parties, you have to make sure that number one, you're going to be willing to give your all, just like you give your all to your own. You have to be willing to understand that these kids all been raised differently. So when you combine them all, you have to come up with a system that's going to work for everybody. And that comes from you two communicating about how you discipline, how you see things, staying up 3 o'clock in the morning, watching certain things on television. Those are all important things, prime example, my wife's kids are so used to just going in their mom's purse and taking money out. I was not raised like that. We don't do that. We don't do that. But like I said again, you can't judge because everybody's raised different. So, but I wanted to bring up, when you have the Brady Bunch from on both ends, you can't force them all together. You have to give them time. Don't move in and start cramming everybody in together and forcing it on them. You have to give them time and patience so they can get to know each other. Instead of trying to move in because you're so happy and in love, you have to think about your kids. Don't move in together. Give it time. Go camping. All of you guys as a family. Have some family talk. Go play some basketball. Go to the park. Go to Disneyland. Do some outings where you can give yourself about 6 months, getting the kids acquainted with each other and getting used to each other and see how they interact and pay attention. My biggest thing is, please do not love your kid more than theirs. You're a bitch. It wasn't these kids' fault. Don't be getting mad at them because of the baby daddy, baby's mama. Some of you women out there, you want somebody to accept your kids, but you're sitting up there chatting with your baby daddy and all that stuff. Keep it open floor. There's none of that. Don't do that. Don't do that texting bullshit. Keep it open floor. He needs to do the same thing. It should be open. You know what I mean? None of that bullshit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or getting jealous over each other, exes and all that stuff. You bring that shit on the kids, and that's their daddy and that's their mama. So now you're already causing friction throughout the whole entire family. So guess what? It's going to go kabooey. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I wanted to say is that don't force things on the kids. I made a mistake. I wasn't bad about that, but arguing and all that stuff, don't do that in front of the kids. Don't bring a bunch of different kids together and then expect, just don't do it. Take your time, spend time with them. Don't force them to call you mom or dad. That's something you earn. Let them do that on their own. I never really forced anything on my son, but I think because my son was a little bit older, he was able to understand everything. That wasn't his job to do that. It wasn't his job to hear anything. That wasn't nobody's job to do. That was me and my wife to do our thing. Don't fight in front of the kids. I don't give a shit what it is. It can be as simple as a slice of cheese. Go talk about it outside. Go have some coffee. Go walk it off. Go talk about it. Don't let the kids intervene, and don't allow them to get into your business. You know what I'm saying? That's between you and you guys. The more mature you act, the more mature they are going to be about it. You know what I'm saying? So another thing that's on the tip of my tongue is that don't favor. Either you're going to love them or not. Just don't favor. But there was one thing I wanted to bring up is that when one party gets mad with the opposite party and everybody starts taking side and feel like they have to defend their own, then you got a problem. You got a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, in other words, if I said something to my wife, kid, and she didn't like it, then she needs to back off. She should trust me enough to know that I'm not going to do anything bad. I'm just checking you. You know what I'm saying? And that should be go for her. She should be able to check mine, and I should be able to check her, and there should be no problem. Don't let the kids go back and forth and cause frictions between you two, and you're the king and queen of the house. It doesn't work that way. If you both are on the same page, make sure you're on the same page about discipline, about what's watched on TV, what time you go to bed, all the simple things, and everything else will fall into place. I promise you. But if you have one sitting there defending, it doesn't work that way. It does not. Don't do that. Don't defend because you feel like you got to protect yours. Because if that's the case, then you're in the wrong relationship. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So all I'm saying is to you guys, put your kids first. Don't end the relationship just because you got into a marriage with your own. Keep that relationship going. Um, include the other person, the other kid. Don't do that. Don't ever make another kid that's not yours feel uncomfortable for no reason because that makes you an asshole. That makes you a fucking cunt. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do that. It's not their fault. You're gonna ruin them. You're gonna scar them for life. And when they get in a relationship, they're gonna be all screwed up. So that is not fair. It's not fair. So I'm telling you, some of the mistakes that I made is that we went too fast. We were good. We went too fast. You got to slow it down. Be patient. It'll all fall into place. So I hope you guys catch this video and understand why I'm saying this and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because people need to know sometimes your intentions can be good, but you can be making the wrong decision. Excuse me. But it's our responsibility to share, and maybe you can help other people. I've seen a lot of relationships, and just over simple things just go downhill. So love all the kids as if they're yours. Don't force them to call you mom or dad. That you have to earn it. And take your time with your kids. Don't forget them. Don't leave them out in the cold. Don't do that to the kids. That scars them, and a lot of kids come out jacked up, So take your time, go to the beach, do some family things before you guys start moving in. You and your woman or you guys need to come to grip and on one, you guys got to be on the same page about your rules and regulations, discipline. You might have one that has to go to bed at 8 o'clock. That's where he's always done. You got the other one that stay up till 5 in the morning. It doesn't work that way. That's where you guys got to make changes. And then you have a family talk. Always have a family talk. Always sit down and do some movies, play some cards so you guys can open up. When I was younger, we used to have family talking, see what's bothering us, how our day's going, what's going on in school, and, all that kind of shit. So keep an open mind, you guys. Listen to what I'm telling you. Don't make the same mistake that I have made because, honestly, I probably wouldn't be in this predicament. Honestly, I'm just saying. I could be wrong. But I know I've been a good-ass man. But, things, sometimes being a good-ass man ain't enough. So handle your business. Don't be a bitch. This is Locaine Live. I'll see you guys again maybe tomorrow and see what's on my mind. God bless all you guys. And please just remember, the kids are very important. It doesn't matter if they're young. It doesn't matter if they're teenagers. Just make sure you don't be selfish and forget about them because it's very important. And if you scar them because you didn't do right by them, you didn't take your time and be patient and let it work itself out and force them on each other, not only there can be some personal hatred, but that personal hatred is going to affect your relationship. And then you two are going to start defending your kids. And then that's going to cause y'all 1, 2, 3. You guys know. I don't have to spell it out. Handle your business. Shut the fuck up. Sit down with your kids. Do what you gotta do. Don't bitch and complain about babies, mamas, and stuff, but don't be hiding shit either. Don't be hiding your phone, be texting in the middle of the night to your baby's mamas, baby's daddies, all that stuff. That should be all on open floor. If you're doing that kind of bitch shit, you're in the wrong relationship. Period. And you don't give a shit about your kids. You don't give a shit about yourself. You don't give a shit about your relationships. And don't do that shit. Okay? So, God bless you guys. I hope this helps somebody in the relationship and for the kids' sake. Okay? Looking live. See you guys tomorrow. Hopefully. That's it. All right? All right. Peace.